Hey everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11. I am Bill. We are in PilotEdge, back in the little rep pack Cessna 172. If you're new to what that means, this is the default Cessna 172 that's provided with X-Plane 11, and this company called SimCoders created a plugin for this plane, which REP stands for Realism Expansion Pack. So if you load up your Cessna 172, you'll have all the default features, but with the rep pack, you got this little pop-out window here to the left. Hopefully that shows up on the screen. I don't think it is, actually, now that I look at it. How about, is it now? Hang on. Maybe. I need confirmation. No, I don't think it does. All right, well, you have a little menu that pops out on the left with some varying menu options with stuff that is added to the 172, including maintenance reports. You can do a walk around here. So it adds some realistic flight modeling and some systems management for the default 172. So it looks exactly the same, but it flies and acts much differently, and it has some characteristics that carry over to the next flight. So if you land really hard and you damage the nose gear, for example, if you damage the strut and the nose gear, you come down too hard, unless you repair it in the menu, it's going to be damaged the next time you fly it, which is pretty cool. Can you set the tail number, or was that done another way? That was done another way. So this is a livery, a custom livery. This is the plane that I fly in the real world. So that is 53176, the exact livery. And this is actually the hangars where it is kept. So this is virtually where all, what I do in the real world. So you can update the liveries. It's really not too difficult if you keep the same paint job, basically, and you can just change the registration number if you've got Photoshop or something similar. There's also a number of different downloads available in the org store. Oh, excuse me, not the org store, the forums, including this one. This was actually done by a friend who does liveries and put this plane up on the forum before I started flying it. So when I was looking up pictures of the plane, I happened to stumble upon the custom livery for this plane. He's since added a few extra little tweaks to it, but you can go on the forum if you just type in November 53176 livery, it'll pop up. So we're in the 172 because the plane that I fly, and I have 0.7 of PIC time left on my private pilot requirements before I can schedule a check ride. I can actually technically schedule a check ride now. Just by the time the check ride happens, I need to have fulfilled this requirement in order to become a private pilot, which hopefully will be the case if I pass the check ride. So 0.7 is not a lot, but there are a lot of very cool airports in the surrounding area. So let's go to my iPad very big scene here. And this will hopefully pull up the iPad, which is for flight. I've got connected to my PC through another program so we can see live what I'm looking at on my iPad, which is right here. So this is just what I'm holding, nothing too crazy. It's not going to really show up because of the glare, but yeah, this is what I'm looking at here. Driving down a 405, saw several 172s out by Van Nuys. Wonder if everyone was trying to get some IFR stuff in. That is very possible. It was an IFR playground today in a lot of California. So the initial flight that I was going to do is John Wayne to Fullerton. This is the first actual training flight that I did in the Piper way back when, during my first actual true hour of training. It was a terrible landing into Fullerton, so I thought it would be kind of nice symmetry to have my last requirements going into Fullerton, as it was the first place I went to. So that's one option for the time, and it's a short flight. I don't know why this is not populating as an ETA. Oh, probably because I have 85 freaking thousand feet or 8,500 feet. So that's 7 minutes of flight time. That's not a lot, but taxiing and all that stuff and going down and back will probably get pretty close to 40-ish minutes. So that's one option and a quick, easy flight. The other one is Pomona, which is also called Brackett Field. It's a little bit further away. That's a 15-minute flight. So about 30 minutes if you include taxiing. That's another pretty easy flight. What's up, Iowa? Happy little Friday, man. That's another little flight that we can do, and then we've got all the riverside stuff. French Valley, which Brad and I have been out to a handful of times, and then you've got Riverside, Flaybob I'm not going to, Corona I'm not going to. Chino's a possibility. I haven't been to Chino yet, but Pomona is kind of what I'm leaning towards because I haven't been there before, but Fullerton is also a pretty easy one, and we can also do both. I can go to Pomona, do a touch and go, and come down to Fullerton, which I think is what we're going to do right now. I like that idea. We're going to go to Pomona and then Fullerton. I like that a lot. And then we'll stop in Fullerton, get some breakfast, and head back to John Wayne. Delay on the audio queue. Is chatbot sleeping a little bit? All right, so let's go. Now that we've kind of have this plan in place, I'm gonna go into my scratch pad, and I'm gonna pre-fill in some stuff and cheat a little bit because I know what departure I'm gonna get. It's gonna be 330 is gonna be the heading that I'm gonna turn to, and it's gonna be at or below 2,400 feet. The departure frequency on PilotEdge is going to be 128.1, and then we're going to squawk something. So for right now, that's all I need to know, and then we're ready to go with the plane here. Can you type on the scratch pad or only write? Good question. I think you can only write with your finger or an Apple Pen or a stylus. If you have a stylus, I don't think you can actually type on there. I use it in the plane, and it's really nice. I used to be a paper writer, but it's freed me up to not have the knee board with the pen and paper on it. I might go back to that for simplicity, but for right now, having it on the iPad is really nice because I can quickly toggle to it. And actually, you can't see that, so you don't know what I'm doing here. I can quickly toggle if I have a question on what something is. I can go from the map straight to the scratch pad and right back. So I can kind of keep looking on keep looking at the same spot. Jack, what's happening, man? Happy little Friday. Who is this? Danny? Oh, Danny boy, 1994. Welcome officially. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys for being here. So thank you. Jack, welcome. So that's, yeah. If you've got this yoke mounted or, on your knee or somewhere, to have an extra piece of paper floating around, I'm not writing anything super, crazy. So to have anything more than that is overkill. If you need an IFR thing, like this is what an IFR, the craft readout or scratch pad looks like, and it's totally fine if you know what you're looking for. And I haven't had any problems with using the scratch pad with my finger before. I can't wait for the weekend, Jack. Neither can I, man. Neither can I. I'm not liking the new Twitch look. I was taken by surprise as well. I'm not ready for it either. That always happens with any software update, though. The initial reaction is, ooh, I remember when like Facebook had their first change, and it was like shocking. But after you use it for like 3 days, it's kind of like if you go back to the old one, you're like, "Ooh, this was bad." But I think you can go dark mode, which I think is new. Yeah, dark theme, and I really like that. I'm a dark theme fan, but oddly enough, on Twitch, I will have it on light theme or whatever, normal, because it acts as a second ambient light because the screen is all white. All right. Parking brake is set. Masters on. Beacon on. Mixture is full rich. Throttle is cracked a little bit. Yokes are hidden. Fuel pump is on for 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably enough, at least for this thing. Mixture full. Lean. Time to boycott Twitch. Yeah, the dark mode is definitely a lot better. Less eye strain. It's really frustrating to deal with eye strain. And Jack, I'm sure you know, staring at a computer screen all day long, what eye strain can do. Okay, so we got the beacon on. We got all that. Let's see if this thing will start up. Let's also check to make sure it has fuel. Yeah, we have plenty of fuel. Okay, so here we go. It's not a guarantee with this rep pack. That's one of my critiques on this is the startup procedure is really picky. The mixture, they don't. I'm not in love with the mixture situation on this, but there's a couple of things that bother me on the rep pack. One is the drag caused by the flaps, which is almost none. The other is the mixture seems to be a little sensitive.
9750 Romeo, turn right heading 290. Intercept the Fillmore 250 radial outbound to Golet.
And we don't have Goldsy yet. I texted him. I didn't get a response back, so I hope he's controlling tonight.
Gentlemen, Tower Cherokee 56730, right at Kilo, request takeoff Padua.
56730, John Wayne Tower. Runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff. Make right close traffic. Report midfield each time. The wind 170 at 5.
Right.
Okay, so we got to get the ATIS here.
We're
Distracted by listening to
0153 Zulu.
communications.
Wind 170 at 5. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 1,500. Ceiling 3,700 broken. 4,700 broken. Temperature 23.
Very cloudy.
Dew point 17. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 5. Arriving and departing runways 0 left, 20 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures contact clearance livery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignment, hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information Alpha.
Alpha. Okay.
John Wayne Airport, ATIS information Alpha.
Awesome. Will ForeFlight pop up
Tower 97
on your
Foxtrot
screen
visual
in
24.
VR? You can get it to do that.
Palomar Tower, 24, clear to land, wind variable.
I don't know what the plugins
Clear to
are
land, 97 Foxtrot.
that you'd need to make that happen, but it will do that, yes. Jack actually probably knows what that plugin is called. And if you don't know, Flying Jackal in the chat, everyone. Jack makes some of own and that's barely a qualification. Probably the best, but some of the best airplanes for X-Plane. So if you come across a plane that was developed by FlyJSim, get it because it's the best.
All back as a Pirate over Victorville, 360 radial 15 miles at 0113 at 11,000 feet.
What's up, possibly Chinese?
Reported moderate turbulence.
Pirate? Oh, thank you. Thanks, possibly Chinese. Yeah, it should be fine, but it's, you know, one of those frustrating things that you have to deal with. But we should be all right. Okay, so we're gonna go up to Pomona. Let's go up to Brackett Field. Yeah, no kidding. Enjoy the Gucci. Joey Clarence, good evening. Skyhawk 53176. We're at Charlie 172 Slant Gulf. We like flight following to Brackett Field at 2,500. We got information Alpha.
Scott 53176, Joey Clarence after departure, flighting 330. Maintain VFR at or below 2,400. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 2111.
2111. Okay, and departure, that's right, heading 330 out of below 2,400 feet. Departure frequency 128.1, squawking 2111, 53176.
53176, you're back, correct, Alpha's current.
Okay, we've got Alpha 176 going to ground.
730,
PC guy, happy Little Friday.
26.8,
26.8, so we got, that's ready to go. Okay.
For 905, correction, 90750, Romeo, VFR traffic, 12 o'clock, 4 miles. Eastbound 4,000.
Okay, so we've got some traffic, we've got some action, we got some weather, we got all kinds of stuff. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Johnny Ground, Skyhawk 53176, ACI West, taxi to tower run up.
53176, Johnny Ground, transponder on, please.
Transponder on, sorry about that, 176. Whoopsie.
50, roger.
I gotta remember to do that before I call ground, especially in PilotEdge. The real guys don't ever, because I check that in the run-up usually, like I double check that in case I didn't do it like in this situation in the run-up. And the real John Wayne guys don't get bothered by it, but PilotEdge does, which is good. It's better to do it now. Jack. Yes, yeah, I am working on my PPL, and I'm very close.
I'm ready to maintain 4,000.
Okay, I can probably tolerate dark mode a little bit better. Yeah, I'm telling you,
Number
I was
136, Romeo, say altitude.
Yeah, it's not.
Or 1361, Romeo, Roger. Currently
we'll get used to it.
Los Angeles,
we'll get used to it by the end of the week.
Right now goes from 5,000 to 10,000.
Almost guaranteed.
When the controller told you that you were leaving Bravo airspace, that cancels your Bravo clearance effectively. So once you hear leaving Bravo airspace, you're not allowed to re-enter it unless you've been told cleared into Bravo airspace. Does that make sense?
Starting your PPL next year.
Unable to pass the Cat 10 for that
Finding
reason.
it funny. Nice, dude. That's awesome, man.
Now,
well, PilotEdge is a fantastic tool for learning the intricacies of navigation and radio communication.
Roger.
It's
okay,
super awesome.
In that case, fly present heading, exit the Bravo airspace, and once you're outside, there's one navigation. This is a lesson to learn at that point.
All right. Our transponder's ready to go. We're good.
61 Romeo, just present altitude for now, on course, on navigation.
PilotEdge does not in any way sponsor
that you are not cleared to the Bravo airspace, so once you leave, you cannot
except for the thousands of dollars it saved me in flight training. That's the only way they've sponsored me.
1361 Romeo, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Johnny Ground, Skyhawk 53176, ACI West, taxi to tower run up.
0.55.
You ordered a HOTAS off Amazon? Nice, dude.
Fast
yeah, that'll get the job done.
120.55.
Fun fact, though, it doesn't matter. I was the first to stream PilotEdge back in 2014. Jack, you are really cool, but that's actually awesome. I think I stepped on somebody. John Wayne Ground, Skyhawk 53176, ACI West taxi to tower run up with transponder on.
Traffic 176, showing ground. Change ground frequency 132.25. You're on the west side of the ramp, west frequency.
Ooh. I hate this. I hate this. Ugh. I hate this. John Wayne doesn't use that frequency in the real life. They just always send you to 20.8.
750 Romeo. Center of approach. Center of altimeter 2994.
I hate doing that.
Cleared ILS.
And I don't really know the controller because it sounds really douchey. They never use the 132 one.
53176, Roger. For now, go to that frequency, and if you'd like to tell support that, you can email them.
Okay, yeah, they're aware of that change. I don't know if they've changed the SOP on that, but they're aware.
I have not. The primary, this is just me speculating, but the primary reason why I would assume they probably would not change that is because most people that do not fly in John Wayne in real life would not necessarily know that frequency's changed, and they need to learn how to use the actual charts and understand what frequency to use. So whether it's to do in real life or not is kind of pointless if the whole point is for people to use this on the charts. That makes.
Oh no, yeah, no, I get it. Just the other controllers are aware of that quirk and have just kind of naturally done it.
Or they're lazy, who knows?
That is possible too.
Alright, 730, right, clear for that.
Okay, here, what's the option?
I will,
Getting ground Viper jet.
I don't know what that frequency is, which is the funny part. Like,
Viper jet 3096, Bravo Candy ground, runway 21, taxi via Papa.
God damn it.
Bravo.
Alright, hang on.
Papa Bravo 21, Nexus Bravo.
So this is what we're talking about here. So on ground, you can see you've got John Wayne Ground East, John Wayne Ground West. And John Wayne Ground West, which is where on the west side, is 132.25. They never ever use that. They always use 20.8 all the time. The only time that they would use 32.25 is if someone's got a stuck microphone, which doesn't happen very, very often. So they always use 20.8. I've never used 132.25. So most of the controllers,
161 Romeo 128.1 2810.
That make that change. So we'll play nice, I guess. So that's what that is. But his point is that this being a training tool, if someone pulls this information up and sees that, okay, I'm on the west side, so John Wayne West ground is 132.25, that's teaching them to read the chart. The weird quirks of John Wayne are that they're weird quirks, so it's fine. Immersion ruined, but we'll let it slide. John Wayne Ground, Skyhawk 53176, ACI West, tower run up.
Or 136 West approach, John Wayne altimeter 2995.
As for John Wayne Ground, we're at ACI West for taxiing to tower run up.
Copy 176, John Wayne Ground, taxi tower run up by Bravo Vasco Fleet.
Alright, Bravo tower run up 53176. Okay. So that was a long taxi clearance. So hopefully that makes sense. And I, starting out before anything, that was confusing to me too. Like before I went to the real John Wayne,
Canyon Tower.
I was actually starting off on the east side, and when I moved to the west side, I used 120.8. Not thinking about it just because I was so used to using 20.8 on the other side, and later found out that they don't use 32.25. It's like a full bit or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright, let's get this run up going. Good drop there. Good drop there. Hey, what's up, Joe? Thank you. Thank you for the bits, Joe. Happy little Friday. All right, so that looks fine. We're good to go there. All right. If you called up 3225, would they carry on or have you switch? They'd have you switch. They'd say, nice try. Go to 20.8. Clearance delivery usually tells you. So they'll tell you after I got my clearance. They'll say, go to ground 20.8. Have a good flight. If they have any if they suspect in any way that you are not familiar with that. So yeah, they would not carry on with you on that frequency. They would move you to 20.8. Johnny ground Skyhawk 53176. Continue. That's a good question.
Papa Jet 3096 from LA Center idea.
Yeah, it'd be fun, man. That's a fun air show.
3096 Bravo, radar contact. 3 miles South Cannon Airport, in altimeter 3016. Climb maintain 14,000, stay altitude lead.
Weather might
730
not be that great, though.
The option to get full stop, 730.
Right. Who else called?
That was 53176. Continue, John ground.
Check 176, show my 20 right, taxi drive Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right, 53176. That's a tough one, though, on that ground thing. You know, I'm like, John Wayne is such an unfair airport. I mean, it's a fantastic airport to base kind of center PilotEdge operations because of the location and the proximity to a bunch of different airspaces and everything. So it's really good in that respect, location-wise. But mimicking, like for somebody that actually flies at John Wayne, there's so many weird things that John Wayne does. Unless your goal is to mimic all of that stuff exactly, it can be kind of I don't want to say immersion breaking because that's not really fair because PilotEdge is all about immersion, but you know, I'm used to a certain flow going to, you know, ground frequencies and, you know, just knowing all of that stuff from the real airport.
Approaching runway 20 right.
And when it's a little bit different, it makes it a little bit tough. Okay, so let's switch over to the tower frequency and let's go 28.1, which is right there. German Tower Skyhawk 53176, short 20 right at Kilo.
Got 53176, Charlie Tower, my 20 at Kilo, clear for takeoff, wind 1705.
All right, clear for takeoff 20 right at Kilo 53176. Lights.
For 730, traffic department, priority drive the Skyhawk, northwest, bound right 20 right, clear for the option. Correction, not clear to land.
Action.
Clear to land with the traffic on site, 56730.
Approaching runway 20
so
right.
Is he coming on the left side? No, he's on the right side. So he's cleared to land with me rolling out. I got him on ADSB. You can see here he's right on base. You can see his little green arrow. I feel that's the same with every airport at PilotEdge. I mean, most other airports are pretty standard. Compared to John Wayne, I should say. Okay, I did 3 green, airspeed's alive, rotate. Okay. After flying that Bonanza so many times, so often lately, don't have to worry about gear or props or all that crap. We'd also get an early turnout approved, so we'll do that. I said my joke backwards, still good lingo. Lingo humor is always good, man. I like a good lingo joke. Alright. So there's our 330 heading. And pretty much that's all you gotta worry about in this little thing. Quick afterflow checklist. Fuel, mixture, let's get our taxi landing lights coming off.
Ben Tower, good evening, Cessna 618 Delta Hotel, about 7 miles northwest of the Venice Airport, request full stop landing with Tango.
Our 618 Delta Hotel, Venice Tower, enter right base, runway 16 right, report 3 mile final.
Okay, so
Right base,
got our heading right here.
Right, full report 3 miles final.
We're not going up above 2,400 feet.
Delta 576, contact Los Angeles Center 133.2.
When you do your check ride, will they expect you to also input your route into the Garmin or just for flight? I'm not sure, actually. I'll find out here in the next few weeks, but likely they'll want you to know how to operate the GPS as well. And the plane that I fly has a KLN 94 in it, kind of similar to a Garmin. It was, you know, like pre-Garmin, but they'll probably want to show some familiarity with the GPS.
536, roger.
And I do need practice
Palm Springs
on that.
clearance, Mooney 153 Mike Sierra.
For sure.
153 Mike Sierra, go ahead.
153 Mike Sierra, VFR to Santa Barbara. We're Mooney Mike 20 Tango Slant Golf, 10,500, and we have Alpha.
Mooney 153 Mike Sierra, departure frequency 126.7, squawk 567.
Okay, we'll level off here at
126.7, 5670, 153 Mike Sierra.
Let's see how long he keeps us on the tower.
For 153 Mike Sierra, back correct.
Showing tower, check 576 Sierra, runway 2
TFR.
53176, should contact on departure.
Departure 53176.
73 Sierra, taxi ramp via Juliet Bravo, this frequency.
Caution, inside TFR.
Gotcha. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 2,200 restricted, 2,400.
53176, SoCal departure, cancel altitude restrictions on navigation.
Oh, nav 53176. Okay, so now we're going to go direct to Brackett Field and turn on to this heading. We're pretty much visual at this point. There's a freeway, the 57 freeway, so we will be IFR on this flight, which is iFly Roads, which will take us right to Brackett Field. I'm going to get the autopilot on. Let's go altitude and heading. Okay, that's just because it's the trim is a pain in the ass on this, so I'm just gonna put it in autopilot and let it do its thing. And in ForeFlight here, I can pull up exactly what this heading is. Looks
Yeah,
like
the
it's
hotel runway
050 roughly. So we can go. Is that right? 050? We're a little bit off. Looks like Brent's a little bit off. Yeah, we're a little bit off there, but like I said, we're just going to be following the freeway here. So this is, there's Angel Stadium right there, and the Honda Center, which is right here.
576 and pilot discretion, maintain flight level 240. Advise clear flight level 310.
And then this is the 57 freeway right here. This goes all the way to Brackett Field. So I just followed this freeway straight to Brackett. We're a little bit to the east of that freeway. so we'll move a little bit left here. But that's a really easy navigation aid, PilotEdge, not PilotEdge, navigation aid here. So while we're kind of semi in cruise, I mean this isn't much of a cruise. We'll pull up bracket. It's 18.2 is the frequency, so we'll get that dialed in to standby. 18.2, and then the ATIS. Where'd you go? It's 24. PC guy, thank you for the bits, sir. I'm watching ads for bits and got a JetBlue ad. Nice. Yeah, knowing paper, being really comfortable with the paper charts, meant a lot to being able to pick up.
You have information, India.
For flight, India. Okay, we got India. We'll listen to it. All right.
0247 Zulu. Wind 240 at 5. Visibility 5. Mist. Ceiling 1000 overcast. Temperature 20. Dew point 17. Altimeter 29908. Arriving and departing runways 26 left, 26 right. ILS runway 26 left approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions.
Okay, so
advise on
the
initial
weather at
impact.
Fullerton
You have
is nice.
information, India.
Okay.
Bracket air.
So we're okay, like technically.
2 miles finish ground with 31 left, tank sky whiskey Alpha.
It's marginal, but it is VFR. It's misting, 5 miles visibility, overcast 1000. This weather will likely update once we get a little bit closer. If it does, we'll 180 degree turn and get the hell out of there and go to Fullerton.
Station 0 to whiskey, contact Oakland Center 127.45 today.
That Twisto Anonymous, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome.
Alright, to the hotel, taxi to parking by Alpha. Have a nice day. Contact 53176, Nassau approach 135.4.
Alright, 354176.
For 1361 Romeo, contact SoCal approach 119.6.
119.6, 36 Romeo, go.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 2300 with India bracket.
53176, SoCal approach, the Ontario altimeter 29905. Thanks for the weather.
I loved it, possibly Chinese. 444 Foxtrot Delta. So close. So close.
We are shooting the ILS over there today. The field is not quite IFR, but almost. So if you need change of plan, just let me know.
Okay, roger that. We'll be ready for the ILS. It's showing marginal, so we should be okay, but I'll let you know if you need the ILS. Thank you. Very nice of him to give us that option. Let's see if we've got a procedure.
Nantucket approach number 1361 Romeo with you 515.
ILS 26.
1361 Romeo, SoCal approach. Also with
vectors,
you, the Lindbergh altimeter 29907.
29907, 36 Romeo.
Procedures, approach, ILS, we can check the plate. Looks awesome. 10.5, we could put 10.5 in there and have it ready to go. I hope we won't need it. Let's runway 26. So let's get this swung around to 26. Is that active? Yep. Okay. So we have it in there. I don't know why it's not popping up yet, but ready to go. I mean, you'd normally obviously brief this plate and everything, but I am not an IFR pilot, and I do not intend on pretending to be one either. So this is just part of PilotEdge and being able to do this when you normally wouldn't be able to. So, Captain Aviation, happy little Friday.
53176 airport, 12 to 1 o'clock, set off.
All right, we've got the airport in sight, 176. Role play. I've been asked on PilotEdge, like, are you a instrument rated pilot like they would in the real world? And it's like so awkward. And like, yes, no, but yes.
576,
It's pretty.
53176, connect bracket tower. Keep it short.
All right, bracket tower, keeping the code 53176. Work 60% of the time, every time. Bracket tower, good evening. Skyhawk 53176, 5.5 to the south with India. Full stop, taxi back.
53176, bracket tower after the taxi back, order intention.
We're going to be on the go to the south, but we need to wait a little bit before we depart.
53176, roger. Enter a left base, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Okay, left base for 26 left, clear to land 53176. Okay, so we're going to enter a nice left base here. We have the airport in sight. We've got Cal Poly Pomona, my alma mater, in sight as well. There's the,
Delta 576.
There's the track where I had many a conditioning, and the gym is actually right in that building.
Romeo, kind of Santa Barbara Tower, 19.7.
Right there. It's kind of cool. In case anyone cared. All right, before landing checklist, we're cleared to land, so let's get the lights coming on. We got mixture full rich because we
Santa Barbara Tower, Cessna
go
9750
very far.
Romeo is on the ILS.
Lights are all on.
Runway 750
mixture,
Romeo.
cut off, fuel, everything's good.
Tower 750, Santa Barbara Tower, runway
There is
7.
the
clear to land.
airport.
Wind 0906.
Runway 7, clear to
I will
land 50 Romeo.
Delta 576.
Kill the iPad for right now so you can enjoy this beautiful approach to landing. Kelvo, happy Friday Eve. This is a little bit probably too tight than we actually need it. There's a little bit of a threshold, and this is the Pomona drag strip at Fairplex. We could probably cut in right there.
Delta 576, cross Ghana at a maintain 13,000.
Keep this a nice short
29905.
tight pattern. Keep it Brad tight. And now the similarities between the real plane and the sim start to show themselves. With flaps, this thing does not want to slow down. You really have to pitch the nose up for it to slow down.
Clear for takeoff.
Does PilotEdge have you do a pattern or mostly straight in? They'll have you do whatever is appropriate.
1361, runway clear to Livery, Bravo airspace.
So if a pattern is what they want you to do, they'll have you do a pattern. If you're straight in, they'll have you do straight in. Depends on traffic too. Okay, so we got it slowed down. There's our nice tight base. We overshot that. Another nice sim-ism where you're not really looking around the window. Shoot. I've been idle like this entire time. That's how much energy this thing carries. And I'm still way too fast. But center line looks okay there. Go to the next one. Leave our poor brakes alone. Don't mind that, by the way. Our nice little ramp. We'll use that on takeoff. Whoa.
2153, Mike Sierra, contact, cannot so code departure.
Over departure to Max 0.
Did I just see a last-second decision on the landing runway? No, you saw an overshoot because I didn't use my look around the wing view.
3153 Mike Sierra, we got departure.
That was... Good thing it's not...
30906 Bravo.
Okay, so we're off it. I think this is Echo.
Oscar at Bullhead with the visual approach 216.
Let's find out where we're at. I think it's Echo. Yeah. Bracket Tower Skyhawk 53176, clear of 26 right at Echo. Taxi back to the run-up. Hello, John. Happy Friday Eve to John Fly.
53176. I'm showing you short of 26 left on 26 right, just making sure you get the right runway there. Taxi run up by Sierra.
Yes, affirmative. Okay, run up via Sierra 53176. Did I say right? Agent B7, happy, well, I guess it is Friday for you, so happy Friday to you. Runways, yeah, so possibly Chinese. I have not landed at Bracket Field in the real world. I've been there many times, but I haven't landed there, so I'll defer to you whether or not that that hump in the runway is still there, and I'll also defer to you on whether or not that Global 6000 is parked on the ramp there currently. John, how's it going, man?
Three 3096 Bravo. Advise you at the weather Bullhead. Expect the visual approach 216.
We should probably lean here. We should do an after landing checklist, which I didn't do. Strobe coming off. Lean for taxi. Rebuilding ortho is a very exciting Friday Eve.
Bravo 789,000.
John, I'm doing fantastic. Getting closer and closer to running off the runway and taking out some lights. A little tank slapper there. Getting closer and closer to check ride, which is pretty exciting and also pretty terrifying at the same time. It's actually really terrifying at the same time. We're gonna go all the way down to Alpha.
John Wayne clears delivery. Mooney 9005 Romeo Charlie IFR to Burbank. Bravo Uniform Romeo I3 ready to copy.
My 4-flight sub expired. Going through withdrawals. Best wishes.
576 Roger. Just
I bet, man. 4-flight is, my God, it's awesome. Did you have a trial?
905 Romeo Charlie. Showing clearance. All request. Stem.
I can't remember what their trial length was, if it was a month. Ooh. There we go.
Mooney 9005 Romeo Charlie, clear to Burbank Airport after departure. Fly heading 230. Clear vector Seal Beach, sheds filed.
230.
Maintain 2000. Huh? Expect 4,000. 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency.
Been a sub for years. Just can't pull the trigger on the 199. Got it. KPOC to Fullerton. Let's see how this goes.
Mooney 9005 Romeo Charlie is cleared to Burbank. Fly heading 230. Radar vectors to Seal Beach. Then as filed. Climb 2,000. Expect 4,000. 10 minutes. Departure 128.1. Squawk 5641.
Got 576 85 traffic over to your 11 o'clock, 1.5 miles obstruction, 13,000, indicate type no to verify. Appears to be passing off your right side. Correction, left side.
Let's see here.
So that's it. That popped up as target climbing. That's 6 right, thanks. Faster top approach 135.4. 905 Romeo Charlie, back correct.
Bracket Tower, Skyhawk 53176. Can we coordinate flight following with you on the ground here?
176 affirmative. What's your request?
Going down to Fullerton Airport at 2000, 53176.
53176, ready for your instruction?
Ready to copy, 176.
76. Departure frequency 135.4, squawk 5161.
Okay, it's departure frequency 135.4, squawking 5161, 53176.
Top 3176, you're back correct. 576, looking approach, going altimeter 2996. Redirect homeland to the maintain 8000.
DBG referencing and I'm happy, but now grab chart
taxi for close traffic with Charlie.
Alright, B7,
6332 Golf, interesting ground.
Have a great night.
SAG request.
Close traffic. 6332 Golf. Ready to taxi.
6332 Golf, type aircraft.
Cessna 152.
6332 Golf. Roger. Advise information, Charlie. I think you said you had that. Runway 17 right.
Let's do a
17 right at Alpha Hotel,
soft
and I do have
field.
Charlie.
Approaching runway 26 left.
Let's do a soft
Santa
field.
Barbara Tower, assist.
Alright.
36 Bravo, the airport. It is 12 o'clock, about
What's
8
up,
miles
Max?
north.
Max Seldom, happy little Friday.
3096 Bravo. I cleared for visual approach, runway 16 in the bullhead, and S-turns and all that are approved.
Just doing a little flying here.
That's Bravo. Wind at bullhead at 2106, gust 14, altimeter 2985, and you can count at the top.
Bracket Tower, Skyhawk 53176, holding short 26 left at Alpha.
30, Christian at 3176, Bracket Tower, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 26 left at Alpha 53176. Okay, full back pressure.
Santa Barbara Tower is on 9750 Romeo, off the active at Foghrock. Would like to taxi to the terminal building.
Clear right, cleared left. Except for the big
Romeo. Taxi parking via Alpha.
ramp in the middle of the runway.
Cross runway 15 right and 15 left, remain this frequency.
Let's not take out our nose gear.
Alpha Bravo, cross
Okay.
runway 15 right and 15 left, 50 Romeo.
Roll on the power. Okay, there we go. Nose is popping up.
Bullhead Tower, Viper Jet 3096 Bravo on the visual for runway 16.
X-plane
We're
ground
kind of on
handling, even with the rep
extended
packs, a little bit
downwind.
crazy. We're already up in the air. Look at that.
3096 Bravo, Bullhead Tower,
Nose
runway
down, get some
16,
airspeed,
210
throwing in
at 6,
ground effect-ish.
Clear that 169 Bravo.
It's good. Flaps coming up.
November,
Michael
161
Clark,
Romeo,
yes,
the airport.
I definitely
12
will.
and 10 miles port.
We'll look at it. It kind of depends. I actually know one of the developers, one of the guys that kicked off the development of it, and I've been talking with him about it. He's super excited for it. One of the lead developers actually just bought
approach 128.1.
Bought an Icon A5. It's private
Mike Sierra,
pilot.
approach 135.4.
And they're very excited for it. So I'm hoping that it's really good.
53176, approach.
Going to departure 53176. EF Spock, happy Little Friday.
So California 576 8000. Can't remember if we laid give you Alpha at John Wayne.
6332 Golf Aviation Tower, runway 17 right, clear takeoff, right close shot, port visibility each time. Wind is 15016, gust 21.
Off of the left end of the runway at, oh, that's awesome. SoCal departure, Skyhawk 53176 2000.
Delta 576, climb approach, downwind altimeter.
Yeah, it looks,
2996.
Michael, it looks absolutely fantastic.
Mention Bravo is correct.
And
Visual
it's just a
approach,
matter of
right.
what it feels like and
right,
what kind of integrations
Bravo,
it has. But, yeah, very excited for it,
Delta
regardless.
576, main 210, not too bad.
Again, last transmission for Delta 576.
I was flying it really first to the sim.
21 to the left.
It's fantastic,
210
man.
knots,
I love
Delta
both of the sensations going from the sim.
6 departure, radar contact. The Ontario altimeter 2997.
Or 2997 176.
For 1361 Romeo, the airport.
Yeah, so it's weird when you get into the real plane after flying in the sim, and it's weird getting back into the sim after being in the plane in real life. So it's weird on both ends. It's awesome.
SoCal approach, winning 153 Mike Sierra, level 10,500.
We'll be Friday in 39 minutes. That's close enough for me, man. Close enough for government work, for sure.
153 Mike Sierra. SoCal approach, Ontario.
All right, we're going down to
Intercept Mike Sierra.
Fullerton. Happen to know the tower frequency.
Number 7370, the camera ground.
19.1. We'll be on that pretty quick. Let's get this heading bug. I want to get much trimmed out here while we have a little bit of time to plan what I'm doing here. So ATIS is 20.
Departure frequency 124.7, squawk 7075.
1505.
7003 back, correct.
200 at 3. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 1,500.
Delta 576, maintain 6,300.
Broken. Temperature
6,300 Delta
2.15.
Alpha 1361, Romeo Limerick Tower, or right now, runway 27, clear to land, wind 2903.
Read call runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Sierra.
Okay.
Fullerton Municipal Airport. ATIS information, Sierra. 0253 Zulu. Wind 200
905, Romeo Charlie, John Mike ground trainer, transponder.
That's Sierra. Okay, who did I just miss? I'm so sorry. Lavolis?
Delta 576, turn right, heading 290, measures the final.
Or
290,
Twist Off Kane, which I forgot. Did I miss both you guys?
Runway 17,
thank you very much for the follow and welcome. Hello. Sorry I missed that. I was distracted.
153 Mike Sierra, can I call approach 132.37.
3237, 153 Mike Sierra.
So Fullerton is just over this hill right here. So we're going to follow the valley, Brea Canyon right through here. And this is, the reason I'm doing this, because I know where the airport is.
5,000.
I know where the airport is, I just don't want to come on top of it. This will enter a nice right downwind for the airport, and it's just easier to navigate.
Sure, 5 Romeo Charlie, going ground runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha, Juliet, Charlie, Kilo.
So that's why I'm flying a little bit. Basically, this is going to be what I'm going to do, like that, and that's pretty much lined up for a straight in. You know, I mean, it's technically will be a right base, but it'll be such a long right base that I'll probably from Fullerton get straight in.
Delta 576, turn left 5 degrees, so maintain 4,000.
Left 5 degrees.
Yeah, Michael Clark, it's going to be a gorgeous simulator for sure. But it might have a lot of catching up to do. I have no idea, like what the integrations are going to be, what the support's going to be initially, what kind of planes are going to have right off the bat. You know, scenery, airport support, plugins like PilotEdge, all that stuff. So it will probably take a little bit of time to mature enough to catch up to where X-Plane's at right now, is my
Delta 576,
guess.
maintain 3,000.
3,000 Delta 576.
But they could have everything dialed in, ready to go.
53176, Hana SoFly approach 128.1.
At 28.176. And SoCal, we've got Fullerton inside. You want us over to the tower?
53176, that's, yeah, sure. Hana Fullerton Tower, 19.1, keep your squawk code.
Okay, 19.1, keeping the code 176.
Delta 576, heading 210 to our local line.
I hope so too, John. I hope so too. Alright, let's disconnect our autopilot, a little magical trim. Fullerton Tower, good evening, Skyhawk 53176, about 6 to the northeast, information India, full stop taxi back.
1361 Romeo, looks like you're on a left downwind for 27, you're supposed to enter the right downwind for 27, next time make sure you enter the right downwind. Runway 27, cleared line.
Squad 927, my apologies.
Kibble, I departed from John Wayne
Delta 576
and went to Brackett.
Airport on the local line, it'll be here 12 o'clock and 2 miles port.
And now we're on to Fullerton right
Delta 576, you want the island?
Negative, we've got the airport in sight for the visual 176.
And 176 is a different airport. Delta 576, tell you what, just keep expecting the visual for now. Maintain 3,000 on the localizer. Airport's 12 o'clock and 10 miles.
Sorry.
Roger. I would have to factor you back around the ILS because you're a little too high on the glide path, and we don't want that happening right now.
Henderson Tower, Cessna 6332 Golf, field right downwind 17 right for the
Delta.
53176, 410 Tower, making straight in runway 24.
Straight in 24, 53176.
53176, runway 24, clear.
Clear land 24, 53176. Cool.
Delta 576, 12
So-
o'clock, 7 miles.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? Shame on me.
Delta 576, clear visual approach, runway 20 right, towers 26.8.
Bobble Bill is now in the house. Forgot about
Henderson
him.
Tower, Cessna 6332 Golf, turning right base 17 right for the op.
6332 Golf, runway 17 right, clear for the option.
17 right, clear for the op, 6332 Golf.
John Wayne Tower, Delta 576, visual 20 right.
Delta 576, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear line, wind 2204.
Hilarious. So that Delta guy is coming in
right,
at John Wayne
576.
right now. He's on the ILS somewhere out in that region. Okay, cleared to land. We got lights coming on. Mixture full in. Everything's good there. Now we're going to depart VFR once we land here at Fullerton, which is a pretty crazy airport to land at. It is not comfortable at all, and the sim does not really do a good job of capturing how tricky this runway is. There's obstructions on both ends, and it's very narrow, and there's a lot of thermals coming off these warehouses and everything. Bobblehead is iconic. Look at him go. Hilarious. Let's get possibly Chinese. You've been to Fullerton, right? Would you say that that's
Tower,
a
Mooney 9005 Romeo Charlie is ready to
decent
go.
characterization
left
of
to
it?
kilo.
It's a lot. It's a lot trickier than you'd think, given the dimensions.
1361 Romeo, where you park?
Charlie Aviation parking.
Got so
This is
sick of
Romeo,
Fullerton,
Bravo.
literally shot a VOR Alpha.
Taxi
every
Romeo, Bravo,
freaking day during that
360,
flight.
okay.
905 Romeo, Charlie.
It's tricky though, right?
20 left, a kilo line up and wait.
The Hawk JS, the Hawk US,
Line up
sorry.
and wait, 5 Romeo
The
Charlie.
Hawk US, Uniform Sierra.
That's the ground, Cessna
Hopefully,
6332
maybe.
Golf, clear
Welcome.
17 right at Foxtrot.
But would you agree that it's a little bit trickier than
you want back to the ramp, or you want to taxi back?
than you'd think?
Head it back to the ramp. 633 to go.
2 go off ramp, straight ahead, Foxtrot, master, please.
Yeah, it'll
Straight
definitely
ahead,
catch. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It'll
Foxtrot,
catch you off guard.
633 to go.
It's like landing in a hallway if you're not ready for it. And it's not like a super short runway, but it's short enough that you can't really...
Short final runway 24.
You know, like land halfway down. I'm a little bit high here. But see, look, I'm in a full slip with full flaps, and I'm gaining speed. Not a fan of that. But like this might be pretty floaty here. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't like that at all. Fullerton Tower, Skyhawk 53176 going around.
53176, left traffic, runway 24, clear to land.
Alright, left traffic, 24 clear to land, 53176.
First 905 runway Charlie, 120 left, kilo clear for takeoff, wind 2204.
Clear for takeoff, 5 Romeo Charlie.
For the 576, stand by Alpha, monogram.
Okay, to the ramp.
Captain
the
Aviation,
Alpha
have a great
ground,
rest of your night.
576 banks, good.
Appreciate you joining us tonight.
For 153 Sierra, kind of so
Caution, TFR ahead.
1935.4.
I don't know how many times they're going to give you left traffic here either. Have you gotten left traffic at Fullerton? Possibly? I can slip a PA-28 so much better than a 172.
Going to departure,
172 never
Bravo,
seems to get that sideways to me. The real plane seems like it does. This does.
Tower, November 737 Zulu Delta 26.
I've had... I don't know. I mean, I have at this point I've got more 172 time than in the PA-28, but
takeoff 7 Zulu Delta.
It'll do it. I've done all the pattern work I did was all right close traffic, but yeah, Michael Clark, Lukla in the Cindas is hilarious, man. It's super fun. Seems to run out of rudder. John, hello. Oh, it's about to get really loud. I think Julie just showed up with her friend who's visiting.
4153 Mike Sierra, 6 approach Ontario, altimeter 2997.
Oh, I overshot it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel fine slipping in it. I mean, granted I haven't done like a full slip in a Piper in a long time, but
Charlie, fitter at Popper.
I don't know. This thing seems to do pretty fine. I mean, I'm like looking out the side window.
PBR.
Oh, this is better. Yeah, this is way better. Still like super energy storing. Look at that. Like full flaps.
Phoenix.
Alright. It's okay. You go left or right? I'm gonna go...
With 5866, lumber clearance. Clear to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport.
I slip the Archer almost every landing to practice short.
Departure.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Squawk 7226.
Slips are super fun. That's
clear to the Phoenix Sky Harbor via the Boot 2 Imperial transition. Climb via the SID.
Departure is going to be 119.6
Cessna
and
Skyhawk
7226 for the squawk for Southwest 5866.
For those idiots, if you should
Thank you, Kenny. Oh, I slip the Archer almost every landing just because it's fun. Enter final way too high just so I can. Dude, I love that. That's really funny, Chris. I do that. It's super fun. Fullerton Tower, Skyhawk 53176, clear of 24 on the right side at Echo. Taxi back for a VFR departure to the east.
737 Zulu Delta, car departure.
Over to departure 7 Zulu Delta.
For 53176. Roger. Runway 24, taxi back Bravo.
Alright, 24 via Bravo 53176. Alright, so the next flight we're going to do is another kind of little short one, but is a little bit different because we're going to be VFR and we're going to transition to Delta into an untowered airport. So it is
737 Delta, make good departure, radar contact.
Flaybob is the airport, and that is the wrong identifier. That is Riverside. Which is actually fine. I'll leave that in there because we're going to be navigating direct there, and then Flaybob right after that. This is a very weird airport because that's the wrong thing. That's more of the wrong thing. And now I'm off the runway. And son of a fricker. What's up, Ninja with a guitar? Yeah, we're going to be VFR, man.
Los Angeles clearance delivery.
We're back on
Cessna 49er 108.
Back on.
We are a Cessna 172 slant Golf.
So we're going to the little cutoff guy right here.
Cruising altitude 7,500. We have information hotel, and this is for a Cat 11 rating Cat 11.
49er 108, LA clearance. Cleared out of Los Angeles Bravo airspace. The departure fly runway heading. Maintain VFR at below 3,000 until advised.
I know dynamic damage would be awesome.
125.2, squawk 6371.
Leave some dents in runways. That would be lovely.
Cleared out of the Los Angeles class Bravo, fly runway heading.
So that's it. So we're going to be on
VFR at or below 3,000 until advised.
We're going to have to make sure we're not inside of the Charlie here for Ontario. But we're going to contact Riverside to coordinate that transition. That's 21-0. So that is the plan, man. And we're going to be VFR out of here. Fullerton Tower, Skyhawk 53176, holding short, runway 24, departing to the east.
53176, Tower, runway 24, clear for takeoff, shot course.
Alright, clear for takeoff, proceed on course. We'll be left downwind on the departure, 53176.
Ready for Mike Sierra, can circle approach 134.2.
Lights, camera, action, full mixture, lights are on, cleared left, probably cleared right, unless there's some deer running on the runway. I think X-Plane fixed that. I haven't seen any deer on the runway here. Okay, full power, everything is in green. It's nice. 55.
2153, Mike Sierra, circle approach for rank altimeter 29907.
Hey, what's up, Coffee? Happy Little Friday, sir. Birds would be bad too, yep. Birds would definitely be bad. Oh, you know what else would be nice? You could see what the hell I'm doing. Alright, so I'll leave off for flight here for a little bit. Let me know if you guys want, if you'd rather just have it up. I can do that as well. Towards the freeway.
Pull up. Pull up.
Uh-oh. Fried Kevlar, thank you very much for following. Welcome aboard. Yeah, John, I remember like one of the first, not one of the first, but like a very early video that I posted on X-Plane was deers on the, like I think there were 1 or 2 deer on the runway at Fullerton, which was really random, but I haven't seen that in a while. They were super awkward too. I don't know if they may have just removed that, because that was kind of a ridiculous thing to have in this simulator. A little bit unnecessary. So let's go up to 2,000 feet. And then we'll get our autopilot on. An occasional gopher would be kind of fun, or just something eating up the runway would be good. Some mole hills in the middle of the runway would be nice. Moly, moly, mole.
November 90 for mid-Charlie, cannot circle approach 134.9.
Okay, so there's 2,000. Let's go heading.
737 to Delta, contact, circle approach 134.2.
Pull the power back. A little smidge. So right now we're still in Fullerton airspace. May or may not be obvious. The Fullerton Delta is a rectangle. By the way. If anyone wants to look at that on the chart, it's hilarious looking. It's just a rectangle. It's very strange. So we're still in the rectangle right now. So we'll stay on with Fullerton, and then we'll actually be going over to stay clear of Chino. But we will call up Riverside, and that is 21-0. We'll put 21-0 in there. Once we're out, we'll head over to Riverside, and since we'll be coming up to 10 miles out pretty quickly, we'll be able to talk to them. We can monitor. In real life, we'd probably be monitoring 18.5, which is Chino. Oh, am I on the rudders? Yeah. It's like, why am I flying crooked right now? Had a small bird, not sure what it was, hit the wing strut just after takeoff. Yikes. Yeah, I've had some close encounters with some birds. Actually, the notification alert for a subscription is the audio of Brad and I, my instructor, almost hitting a bird. So maybe or maybe not. We'll get to hear that. What was I? I don't remember. Okay, so Riverside is 21-0, and Flaybob CTAF is 22-8. Okay. So once we get out of Fullerton, which is actually already happening, we are now out of Fullerton airspace. We're gonna go. I would call up.
Los Angeles Ground.
I would call up approach.
108
And
near Bravo 1.
I would get flight following, but right now I feel like it'd be easier just to go straight to Riverside.
November 49108, away ground. Runway
22.8.
right. Taxi 5 Bravo.
No damage to the plane, but it made a mess. I bet, dude. That's pretty grotesque, dude. Let's get the weather at Riverside as well while we're at it. 28.8. 28.
Ground Southwest 5866.
7. Visual approaches in use. Reset all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, India.
We don't actually care about India.
Riverside Municipal Airport. ATC information, India. 0253 Zulu. Wind 270 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky conditions.
Push on to...
Temperature
Actually, tell you what, you already pushed?
So it's alright, we got 7 knots. We should be good to go for 2-4. It's almost right down the runway.
5866 Roger. Put your discretion on to Bravo. Approved. By 27 taxi by Bravo.
Taxi to 278 Bravo for 58.
So now we're going through over the 91 right here. This is going into Corona. It's pretty busy, which is why I would be on with approach with flight following right now. I would never do this flight without flight following, but it's just easier right now to do this VFR. Well, flight following is obviously with VFR, but not on approach. There's a bunch of crazy dudes going through this little pass here. Whatever are you getting that ATIS? What do you mean, Dalmatian? That was the Riverside ATIS. So PilotEdge doesn't have like any weather stuff, like any AWOS or anything, and I actually don't think Flabob has any of that because it's so close to Riverside. I mean, they're like right on top of one another, like a couple miles away. So I just got the weather just to find out what the winds were doing, and the visibility and stuff. Oh, where are you getting the ATIS? Yeah, so I got the ATIS for Riverside on 4-flight right here.
Ground 05, Romeo Charlie 300.
So that's Riverside's ATIS, not Flabob, which is where we're going. And yeah, it's on PilotEdge. It's on. It's pulling from real-world weather, basically. Which, if you have your sim set to real-world weather, should mimic what the ATIS is saying. Pretty close. Flew into.
Ground Cessna 4910 cancellation.
444 Delta, or Foxtrot Delta. Okay, almost got nailed by a pseudopilot, dude. Yeah, you gotta be careful going in, friggin' into Coronas.
5 Romeo Charlie, cannot go approach 134.2.
Crazy. Okay, I wanna make sure when we're 10 miles out, which is coming up. Yeah, we're actually pretty close to 10 miles out right now. Riverside Tower, Skyhawk 53176, 2000 just approaching Corona. We'd like to transition your airspace to Flabob.
Ground 3176 Tower, I.
Hit him with the flash.
5 Romeo Charlie, approach bring off altimeter 2998, information India's current.
Did the latest
the ILS
flight
rate
update erase all your planes like it did mine? No. I haven't updated it yet. Fingers crossed, that would suck. I wanted to give...
5 Romeo Charlie, whenever control keeps you in ILS runway 8 in this case, Yankee or Zulu is approved.
I wanted to get away from Corona.
Or 53176, I did observe approximately 1 mile west at the Corona Airport. Riverside altimeter is 29906. Report overhead.
A 29906 will report overhead 53176.
Number Tower, Southwest 5866 with your 27.
How you doing down there, little Bobble Bill? You ready to go into Flabob? You ready to try to not run into Mount Rubidoux?
7143 Alpha, Chicago approach. Clear to Burbank Airport as filed. Maintain 4,000. Departure
Let's not run
127.4,
into
squawk
Rubidoux.
4014, hold for release.
It wasn't even by accident either. The sky was so insistent on flying a perfect pattern. He came within 150 feet of us and refused to extend his upwind for separation and nearly converted while we were entering downwind. Ugh.
Shot forfeiture, operator Mike correct. Hold for release, advise 01 for departure.
So he refused
For 153 Mike, Sierra, kind of help me go approach 124.7.
Okay, so he was behind you. He was cutting in behind you really close.
5 Romeo Charlie, turn left to Neary.
Okay, the pattern at Flaybob is really short too. 1446.
153 Mike, Sierra, point me to approach, help me go altimeter 29906.
Yeah, that is pretty reckless.
Good 05 Romeo Charlie, turn right heading 050.
Tower Southwest 5866, holding short runway 27.
No, I'm going, yeah, I am going to Flaybob.
Approach 134.9.
There's Mount Rubidoux. That's the hill that we're going to try to not run into.
About our mechanical resolve, ready to taxi.
05 Romeo Charlie, 2 miles from Salex. Press the concussion flight heading 050, maintain 4,000, build towers, localizer, clear to ILS, runway 8 approach. For 49108, runway 25 right, taxi by Bravo.
There's the tower.
25 right via Bravo, Cessna 108.
500.
Indeed.
737 to the Delta, circle approach, CL altimeter 2996, cleared through Los Angeles Bravo airspace, coast through southbound, maintain VFR 5,500 miles for the Bravo airspace.
Nice looking ATIS. I love looking down the people's backyards that live on the other side. It's pretty fun. If you didn't know.
05 Romeo Charlie, Glen Ring Tower 18.7. 18.7.
Okay, so 1400 is the pattern. We're crossing right over.
That's the DH66, number tower, runway 27, clear for takeoff, wind 2903.
Well, it's funny. I mean, this is, like, you never know what you're going to get out here sometimes. Like, some of these houses are super nice, and some of them just
Burbank Tower, Mooney 905 Romeo Charlie's and ILS 08 inbound.
2905 Romeo Charlie, Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear to land, wind 1803. For 905 Romeo Charlie, Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear to land, wind 1803.
Let's get our lights on.
Cleared to land, runway 8, 5 Romeo Charlie.
Los Angeles Tower, Cessna 49108, holding short, runway 25 right.
49108, LA Tower, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, wind 2507.
Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, Cessna 108.
Riverside Tower, Skyhawk 53176 overhead.
Skyhawk 176, roger, and hinges.
We're going to be full stop at Flaybob 176.
November 176, roger. You can change to advisory, correction, change to advisory, frequency approved.
Okay, change of frequencies 53176, see ya. Flaybob traffic, Skyhawk is 3 miles to the southwest, entering left downwind 24 Flaybob. Okay, so 1400 is we're looking at for the pattern. We're going to enter a 45 here. Flybob traffic, Skyhawk is entering a left downwind for 24, 45 degree. Entry, Flybob. Not good. That was ugly. So we're still like 100 or 50 feet. We're not really 100 feet, but we're like 50 feet high right now, and this is low. This is a very non-standard pattern here, and you want to be inside of this hill, not on the outside of it. Flybob traffic, Skyhawk is entering a left base for 24, full stop, Flybob. Some decent places to land. Should the engine quit on us here? Flybob traffic, Skyhawk final 24, full stop, Flybob. Shot it again. Not having good luck on not overshooting these runways here today. Been a little bit late. Now this guy is a much longer runway, which is nice. So we can let it float a little bit and not get too slow on that that low pattern. But that was a nice touchdown. Let's see if I can brake without getting this thing into a tank slapper. Alright. Nice. Smooth. Flybob traffic, Skyhawk clear of 24, taxiing back to 24, Flybob. Sweet. Let's lean her out. Let's strobe off. And let's head back to the runway here. Oh, where were you taking off from, good sir? What the hell was that? Michael, thank you. That was nice. Still a little bit. Hey, I forgot that was your button. A tiny bit fast, but again, the runway's a little bit longer, which helps. Look at all those Cessnas with the same tail number. Yeah, there's some funky stuff going on here at Flybob. Not surprised. Riversiders, you Inland Empires.
But we know that there are some screws loose in this cabin. Hello. Hi.
Captain Darkon, hello Ryan. Happy little Friday. Does anyone know if they still fly the Comet out of Flybob? The Comet. Yeah, it's Little Friday, dude. It's Friday Eve. Little Friday. Come on, bro. But the Comet, is that the DC-3? Because they just redid a DC-3 and they were starting to get that thing going again. DigiDriver, thank you very much for the raid. Hello everybody from DigiDriver's stream. Welcome. Okay, let's go to for flight.
Pull up.
Jack P, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I thought he was talking about the British comment. Yeah, I'm not sure. Dalmatian, let me know. There's some cool friggin' planes at Flaybob. Some sneaky cool stuff there for sure. Alright, we are at Flaybob, Riverside. We're going to be transitioning Riverside Airport. We're going to get flight following, and we are going to go down to John Wayne. But I also want to get we're going to do a little tour. We're going to do a little John Wayne tour here, or an Orange County tour. And we're going to go to John Wayne here. So we'll get that at least going. That should be okay there. All right. And I think we're going to get a nice little treat on the radios now.
Victor Alpha, SoCal departure. IDEN, Alpha on altimeter 3002.
Nope, never mind. Just got in from Denver to Albuquerque in the Zebo. Sweet, dude. How'd that flight go?
Earth 714 Victor Operator, contact 2 miles northeast of the Santa Catalina Airport. VFR traffic to your 9 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 2,800 indicated. Eastbound turning southbound now appears to be typing on to verify should pass behind you and be no factor.
I'm waiting for something right now. I was looking for ortho to fix, but I think I had custom zoom levels. I do zoom level 19 at the airport and then reduce zoom level as I fly from it. That's the way to do it if you're flying airliners, for sure. Okay. Let's see here if we get a familiar voice.
Before that, R108, SoCal departure, also with you, John Wayne altimeter 2996.
Also with you. That's some good controller trolling right there. Hilarious. Riverside Tower, good evening, Skyhawk 53176. We're on the ground at Flaybob. We'd like to transition your airspace on our departure.
Yay, 53176, Riverside Tower, roger, transitions approved, report airborne.
Okay, we'll report airborne 53176. Thank you, Riverside Tower. Oh, I love that. I love it. Dalmatian, have a great night. Thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, lights, camera, action, mixture full rich. Good there. It's been a long time. What's new with PilotEdge? Goldsy's schedule changed, but he is back now. Flaybob traffic, Skyhawk is departing runway 24 to the west, Flaybob. Cleared left.
Approaching runway 24.
Cleared right.
Entered runway 24. 3,000 feet remaining.
Punch it. Okay, there's some good right rudder action there. Everything is green. Still got plenty of fuel too, which is a good thing to continually check here. Let's take off.
Too low. Terrain.
Yeah. Okay. Flaybob traffic, Skyhawk is departing to the west, left crosswind, departure, last call, Flaybob. Riverside Tower, good evening, Skyhawk 53176, just airborne off of Flaybob, departing to the west.
53176, Riverside Tower, roger. Leave me nice and give an altimeter, 29908.
Okay, 29908, 53176, thank you. Got him.
74 Victor Alpha, connect approach 128.1.
Yeah, he just works a more limited schedule than he did before.
153 Mike Sierra, connect Santa Barbara Tower.
Oh, so good. It's like music to my ears. I freaking love it when Goldsey controls. I love it. So let's go 35, 4. I think that's probably the right departure. We're going to be on with Old Riverside here.
Santa Barbara Tower, or Mooney 153, Mike Sierra, 3 miles, final 25.
153 Mike Sierra, Santa Barbara Tower, 125, clear to land, wind 0904.
Okay.
Clear to land 25, 3 Mike Sierra.
Yeah.
714 Victor Alpha, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter.
Yeah, Goldsey and Marcus are absolutely awesome. Possibly Chinese, thanks for joining us tonight. Have fun with the lesson plans. It sounds very nice. I know, Coffee. I miss his stream too, man. That was so much fun. It was just like a nice morning hangout. Absolutely loved it. Okay, so once we're out of the Riverside airspace, we'll pick up flight following. We'll be 3.5 miles to the southeast of the Paradise VOR. I just passed by ground.
53176 for exchange group.
I'm doing a bit of controlling of myself. Dude, Coffee, that's awesome, dude. I have no idea how difficult that is to get, but I'd imagine that it's pretty difficult, so congrats on that. That's cool. Almost out of Riverside's airspace. About 20 hours of training and another 40 hours on network practicing. That's still a lot, man. That's still quite a bit. Kind of running into those mountains, so Paradise.
EPS 59 Heavy LA, center gate.
Paradise is right over there.
153 Mike Sierra, where do you park?
We're going to signature to Mike Sierra.
Mike Sierra, roger. Taxi Charlie to signature, cross runway 15 right and 15 left at Charlie. You can remain this frequency.
Alright, we'll cross 15 right, 15 left to Charlie, and remain this frequency to signature through Mike Sierra.
SoCal approach, good evening. Skyhawk 53176, 2000, about 3.5 to the southeast of the Paradise VOR.
We're 53176, SoCal approach. Good evening. I am in a radar room in Southern California.
As SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, we like to pick up flight following to the John Wayne area. We're not going direct there, but we're going to stay local. 53176.
That's 176, Roger. Squawk 4326.
4326, 53176.
That's your 176. We're to contact 2 Southeast Paradise 2000, Ontario, altimeter 299
Okay, 299 We'd like to go up to 3,000 as well, 53176.
176, roger. No restrictions on the altitude.
Okay, so let's go up to 3,000. Give us a little bit more terrain avoidance as well. And we'll get in 28.1. So we have that ready to go. I got you, Goldie.
Cessna Skyhawk 204. Fuck.
Goldsy, you're a moderator. How do you not have access to that? Can I just give you can't you just have access to that as a moderator? I will fix that. I think there is maybe a way to do that. And vertical speed is what I wanted, not trim. I don't know why I was doing that. Well, there's definitely a timeout. There's a longer time limit on that one for sure. Yeah, there's a I set that cooldown for a little bit longer than the rest for obvious reasons. It's fantastic to hear Goldsy's voice on the radio as well.
God damn it! That's twice! I want some buns!
I don't call you names.
The Goldsy ones are so funny, especially when he's controlling, because it sounds like he's on the frequency, and
oh, go away.
I love that one. That one gets used quite a bit. All right, so we got SoCal ready to go in our standby here. 28.1. Goldsy in his SoCal.
GPS 59, cross flavor 14000 knots.
We'll go to him here pretty soon. Does that do it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's awesome. Whoa.
Bill's one of my favorite guys to yell at.
John Wayne Airport, ATC information Charlie, 0353 Zulu, with 180 at 3, visibility 8, few clouds at 1,400, ceiling 3,900 broken.
You guys are killing me today. That was Goldsy does say that a lot, because that happens a lot. All right, once we get on to the coastal guys, we'll let them know what we're up to. I can't remember who it was earlier that asked what it's like flying in the simulator versus real life. And
caution, TFR ahead.
Yeah. And this is really where it is kind of weird, because the ortho, like the scenery is really dialed in here, and it just looks exactly like this. It's freaking crazy. Are there any funny clips you can make of June or Geneva? No, not really. Not really. The Marcus one is from his stream, and then like the Bill's my favorite guys, one of my favorite guys to yell at, that's from his stream, and then the other Marcus ones are from the second time ever I flew in PilotEdge.
Taxi on your merry way, and if I need you, I will contact you.
Yeah. What's the other one? What was the other Marcus one? I can't remember what it was. Pattern? No. Landing? What was the other one? Oh, save your breath. That's what it was.
For Foxtrot Golf, you can save your breath. You've already got your landing clearance. Once you get your landing clearance, no need to report positions.
He just sounds so annoyed. Once you get your landing clearance, no need to report positions. Frick. I didn't know that.
Mark 53176, connect approach 128.1.
28-1 to 53176. See ya. SoCal approach. Good evening, Skyhawk 53176 3000.
Southwest 5866, cross Judah, set and maintain flight level 250.
Oh, the last week one, Kenny. Yeah.
53176, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 209.7.
Alright, 299.7, and we're going to be heading down to Dana Point and then coming up the coast. Wanted to see if we can get a low-level transition under the departure end for John Wayne, 53176.
53176, roger. You can expect it. I'll have it for you when you get a little further south.
Okay, roger, 53176.
Southwest 5866, connect Albuquerque, center 128.45.
So we're going to go direct to Dana Point right now, which is right here. Dana Point is this little flag here, which we can actually just waypoints, Dana Point, go up to flight plan here, flip these guys around. Oh, nope, I didn't want to get rid of John Wayne. I wanted to remove it. Frickin'
Pull up. Pull up.
There we go. Maximus, thank you very much for following. Welcome. Happy little Friday. We're going to go direct to Dana Point from here, which is going to be for us.
4 Victor Alpha, connect SoCal approach 134.9er.
134.9er. 714 Victor Alpha.
There. Yeah, welcome, Maximus. Appreciate you following and joining us. Some general aviation stuff. For those of you that are joining later in the stream, we're in a Skyhawk. This is a Rep Pack Default 172 with the livery of the plane that I fly in the real world out of John Wayne as well. So I'm doing some local flights to stay sharp. I have 0.7 PIC left, which I hope to do this weekend, assuming that the weather is nice enough to do it. It's not guaranteed. It's the weather
Skyhawk approach, Skyhawk 714 Victor Alpha, level 4000 information, Juliet. I'd like to request the ILS runway 8 approach.
714 Victor Alpha, SoCal approach, roger. Right idea, wrong frequency. Make that request on the next one. LA altimeter 299.7.
So we're just doing some local flying here. We're on 3 runways. We left John Wayne, went to Brackett Field, went to Fullerton, went to Flaybob, and now we're heading back to Dana Point to do a little sightseeing, and then back up to John Wayne, but we're going to cross underneath the approach end here. So we're going straight to Dana Point right now, but just kind of buzzing around Orange County.
SoCal November 737 Zulu Delta, level 5,500 on the coastal.
November 737 Zulu Delta, SoCal approach. Good evening, John Wayne altimeter 299.7.
299.7 Zulu Delta.
Roger 176, low level transitions. Perfect.
Thank you for that, 53176. Yeah, so that's that is cool. We're right over El Toro as well, so we'll check that out here in a second. I just got a text message of a video that is the coolest thing I've ever seen, and I will text that. That is the coolest thing I have ever seen! Exclamation point. And join the Discord if you would like to see what that video was, because it will likely get posted there. Do you have a list of your setup hardware and software you're currently using? Not really, but I will tell you what I'm using. So my PC that I'm running all this crap off of is a i5 7600K overclocked to whatever 4.6 I think at this point. 1066 gig, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and then the software is primarily X-Plane 11, PilotEdge, and some freebie scenery. That's essentially what I'm using. This is an ortho that I created for the area. Zoom level 17 right here. So it's pretty crisp. This is all developed now for the most part, or may not fully developed, but filled in a little bit more for sure. We're still descending as well. I'm going to be at 1,500 feet. That's it. I thought you had real pimped out rig. No, working at Newegg didn't help with the hardware in any way. That was not a very good employee discount. But yeah, it's a pretty modest setup for sure. You really don't need much. Anything more than that is great, but also overkill in a lot of ways. But yeah, that's all you need. Yeah, definitely join the Discord. There's gonna be some cool stuff in there. Probably there actually might be already cool stuff. And I take that out. But there will. 1,500. We're almost to 1,500. We're gonna follow the 5 freeway down. Oh yeah, no, I didn't take it as that. Yeah, I didn't take it as that at all. But it's a very modest setup, without a doubt. I mean, a 1060 right now, especially, is, you know, approaching more on the lower end. I like having it just kind of modest. Like, I don't feel like I overspent on anything. I built it pretty cheap, and it does everything that I want it to do. If I upgrade, the next thing I will upgrade to will definitely be more RAM. I think 32 gigabytes of RAM would be a nice upgrade. But that, you know, the GPU, I don't really feel a need for. It ran PUBG in the early days. It's good enough. Exactly. I don't feel the need graphically to do anything different right now. You know, it's just the problem. And working at Newegg,
Victor Alpha Connect, SoCal approach 134.2.
The thing that I learned at Newegg is, you know,
134.2.
talking about builds and PCs and parts and all that crap, is the minute you do any upgrading, it just becomes a slippery slope, because you're just moving the bottleneck around. So if I got a better CPU or better GPU, the other immediately becomes the bottleneck. So if I get a 2080 Ti, I immediately am bottlenecking at the CPU. and the RAM. If I upgrade the CPU, I'm immediately bottling at the GPU.
714 Alpha,
And the minute you start chasing that stuff, you're just building a whole new PC at that point.
for the ILS data approach.
So until I'm at the point where I just want to upgrade the whole thing, I'll just keep the same PC until I just want to get a whole new, build a whole new one. Yeah, balancing a PC is way better than super upgrading one piece. So, yeah, I don't know. It's fine for right now. The minute it starts not doing what I want it to do is when I'll start having to upgrade stuff. So that's the way I look at it, and mainly that's based off of finances. If I had the money to just build a freaking huge PC and drop $4,000 into it, I would, but I would rather spend that money on flying the real airplane, you know, and buying like a new headset or another action camera, you know, for the airplane or something. I would much rather spend the money there when this thing
49108 connects SoCal approach 119.6.
SoCal approach on 119.6, that's 108.
Okay, we're still good on fuel.
SoCal approach.
Anyone here got a 28? Well, I've messed around with 2080s.
49108 SoCal approach, Limburg altimeter 2999.
It just depends. The 2080s, I would say, are not worth it right now. The super cards are
Can you repeat that
pretty good.
altimeter for 108?
That's where I would probably go. Like a 2070 Super, right this minute, is a pretty freaking huge upgrade from a, you know, the 10 series cards. The minute you go into 2080, it just is like, the prices are crazy.
UPS 59, the Ontario altimeter 2998.
But I don't know. I mean, it's a very interesting industry, and it's really starting to slow down a lot with all that kind of stuff, because all the gaming stuff is slowly starting to turn to streamed online stuff, just like offloading Flight Sim 2020 or whatever the hell. That's a lot of that is the Azure cloud computing, so it's offloading all of the ortho, like this ortho tile, this high res crap, the buildings, that's all hard drive space, and the graphics on that flight sim, on the the Microsoft Flight Sim, those are supposedly, the way I understand it, are all offloaded to the cloud and procedurally generated and pulled in from a connection online. And it may be a situation where you don't need much of a graphics card.
Delta leaving the Bravo airspace, or zoom
Twitch
on.
update taking my attention away from the
Zulu Delta.
Bravo. Verity, happy Little Friday. Happy Friday Eve to you. Yeah, the Twitch update's gonna take some getting used to. Just give it a few minutes.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Fly, little plane. Fly.
Fly, little plane. Fly. Thank you very much, Eyes in the Skies, for 13 months. That's a long time, man. Eyes, I really appreciate it. Are you just coming back from work today? If so, how was it, man? Baker's dozen. That's crazy, dude. I really appreciate the ongoing support, Eyes. Means a lot, and I really appreciate it. Work is great, dude. So this is Dana Point, super cool little town. I think this is where they had a concert. I think it was there. Where was that actually? Was that? No, that wasn't. I think they may have put a bunch of buildings in there. Oh no, there it is. There's a little park. A little concert in the park. That park right there, which was pretty cool. And they randomly have a lighthouse. That's weird. You do not want to be going out to sea. Easy sightseeing. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176. What altitude do you want us at for that transition?
Always you would like.
Roger that, 53176.
7 Zulu Delta advising you have the John Wayne Airport in sight.
Will advise 7 Zulu Delta.
Go down to like 800 feet probably. 15 AGL. Let's do some water skiing.
4 Victor Alpha, turn right heading 050.
050, 4 Victor Alpha.
And 7 Zulu Delta has the field.
7 Zulu Delta, thanks.
Wind 180 at 3. Visibility 8. Few clouds at 1,400. Ceiling 3,900 broken.
4 Victor Alpha, 3.5, dialect, maintain 4,000 till established on a local answer. Cleared ILS runway 8 approach.
Arriving and departing runways 20 left. 20 right.
4,000 till established ILS 8.
VFR departure contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information early. John Wayne Airport, ATC information Charlie.
Coming up on the San Diego class Bravo.
That's what I thought, but it said it's so weird.
49108 SoCal approach. You are not. Take a look at the chart, look at the shelves in the Bravo airspace. You should be able to get about 3 miles to the northwest of the Limburg Airport without entering the Bravo airspace.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So there's the montage. And we are coming up on
understood.
downtown Laguna Beach.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of little shelves there to kind of allow you to kind of fly between all the layers, pretty much all the way down to the Mission Bay viewer.
Understood. Cessna 108.
Come on, Goldsy. SoCal gives you Lindbergh Bravo transitions. They give those things out like candy. Clear to the Bravo, fly wherever you want. You want to go to Montgomery? We don't care. Go direct over Miramar. Need to get back on PE one of these days. Yeah, man. It's super fun. I mean, I have, you know, a lot of reasons to stay current with it. You know, one of which obviously being the streaming part, but going through going through all of the
descend and maintain 11,000, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
It helps to be able to hop on here and brief and debrief a flight. C. Carpenter, happy Thursday evening. But yeah, definitely. Figure out a way to get Marcus.
SoCal approach GPS 59 heavy, leaving 14,000 for 11,000. We have Foxtrot.
GPS 59 heavy SoCal approach. Interior altimeter 29908. Plan the visual 26 left. Just let me know if you'd like something else. Descend and maintain 8,000.
Descend and maintain 8,000. We'd like the ILS 26 left. GPS 59 heavy.
As expected.
Cool. So we're at 1,200 feet right now. We've got information Charlie back at John Wayne. Let's see if we can get a cool view of what's happening here. So my new job is really close to John Wayne, and it is. So I've moved from kind of being on the outskirts of LA to in Orange County, in the heart of Orange County, where I spend so much time on the weekends, and frankly during the week I have been as well. So it's really, really nice to be that close to everything. But let's see if we can spot. This is Pelican Hill Resort right here. Carpenter, the flight is going fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Dude, it's so freaking easy. It's hilarious. This is Monarch Bay. Did I get that right? I can't remember the freaking name of this. But yeah, this is Pelican Hill, which is a super nice resort. There's a little shopping center right in here. I don't know if that's it. I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's back there more. But I drive down PCH all the time now, and we've been to Balboa a bunch too. This is Balboa Island right here, and this is super cool. Tiny little bridge access right there. Fashion Island is right here.
And 7 Zulu Delta has Charlie
really cool
at
spot.
John Wayne.
But yeah, my new office is just like
turn it right
right,
down, runway 20 right, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
like basically right there. Right where we're looking is where my new office is,
126.8
right in
and
this
enter
little
a
cluster.
right downwind for 20 right.
It's just
7 Zulu Delta.
really close to a bunch of cool stuff. Beijing to Hong Kong in an A300. That's awesome. So here's the Newport Peninsula. Yeah, Balboa Island is really cool. If you're ever in this area and haven't been to Balboa Island, it's pretty crazy. It's a unique little spot. And you get to see all the departure leaving John Wayne, which people that live there really hate, but it's cool when you're into it, watching them all fly overhead.
4 Victor Alpha Connect Burbank Tower 118.7.
Tower 118.7, 4 Victor Alpha.
There's John Wayne. New company completely, eyes. Yeah, new company completely. So I left Newegg about 2 weeks ago. That was my last time there.
714 Victor Alpha Burbank Tower, the wind 200 at 3, runway 8, clear to land.
So yeah, this is my new stomping grounds right here. Beautiful Newport Beach. It's pretty cool.
UPS 59 Heavy, fly present heading, vector's final approach course.
Yeah, I'm loving it so far. I'm definitely loving it so far, and I hope to be able to
6,000 UPS 59 Heavy.
include aviation in it a little bit at some point. So that's the goal, and it seems to be somewhat feasible. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176. We'd like to head back to John Wayne. We've got information, Charlie.
53176, roger, and a right down, right 20 right.
Okay, right down for 20 right, 53176.
4910 right, now cleared to the Bravo airspace, connect Limburg Tower 118.3.
Cleared into the Bravo and over to Tower on 118.3, 7108.
All right, let's see what we can do at John Wayne. Let's actually try to get over to the right side. 26.8.
4910 Limburg Tower, good evening. Enter a right downwind, runway 27, report midfield. UPS 59 Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, UPS 59 Heavy.
Flight 3176, traffic you're following 11 o'clock, 2.5 miles. Just getting set up on the right downwind, the Skyhawk at a 1,300.
Okay, we'll be looking for that traffic, and we can take the left side as well, 53176.
That'll be the same either way. 7 Zulu Delta, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 180 at 3.
We want the left side. I don't quite see them.
UPS 59 heavy, turn right, heading 310.
Right heading 310, UPS 59 heavy.
Want the left side, cross the control tower, outer below 1,300 feet. And so, I would like to request 20 left and crossing over the top if that's possible, 53176.
23176, roger, cross overhead midfield, connect John Wayne Tower, now 11 enter point enter.
Okay, 199-176, crossing over the tower, 53176.
Give me a wave.
John Wayne Tower, good evening. Skyhawk 53176, crossing over the control tower 1300 for left traffic, 20 left.
53176, John Wayne Tower, roger. Cross overhead midfield, enter left downwind, 20 left. I'll call your base turn.
Okay, we'll cross midfield for a left downwind. I'll wait for your base, 53176.
UPS 59, continue to turn heading 340, so to maintain 4,000.
Did I see a little blink? I thought that guy would be on final. Maybe not. All right, there he is. That's a really tight out there. Okay, waiting for Goldsy's base.
UPS 59 heavy, turn left heading 290, intercept runway 26 left, localizing.
Too slow for
UPS 59 heavy, 4 miles from Yucca, maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS from runway 26 left approach.
Skyhawk 714 Victor Alpha is clear at Bravo, just Millionaire parking.
4 Victor Alpha, roger, Bravo to Millionaire, you can remain in the streets.
taking us out to Tustin.
53176, base turn to discretion, right 20 left, clear to land, wind 1803.
Right, clear land 20 left, 53176. We're actually going to be left close traffic for a few as well, 53176.
Roger, 20 left, clear for the option, make left traffic, report midfield, down eastern.
20 left, clear for the option, 53176. We'll call you midfield.
49108, runway 27, clear to land, wind 23085.
Runway 27, clear to land, Cessna 108.
The Goldsy rewind, I dig that. That was his rewind. Okay, we'll get a couple of good ones here. I was told it was a rewind sound effect. Take my word for it, maybe. Okay. We are fine. Speed is good. Right slope is good. We might end up being a little bit slow. So we can add a tiny bit of power. But I'm probably going to hit my... Yeah, we're at 60. That's
GPS
perfect.
59 Heavy, connect Ontario Tower 120.6.
Hit my spot. Yes. Sweet.
Ontario Tower, UPS 59 Heavy, ILS 26 left.
UPS 59 Heavy, Ontario Tower, good evening 1260 to 12, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 26 left, UPS 59 Heavy.
Right, there's our upwind. Offset upwind to about 450 feet. Then we're going to turn directly over my new office, which is awesome because I just see every GA plane leaving John Wayne. Johnny Tower, Sky 53176, midfield left downwind 20 left.
176, right 20 left, cleared for the option 11803.
Clear for the option 20 left, we're going to make this one a short approach.
Just short approach approved.
Inside of 405.
And John Wayne Tower, 7 Zulu Delta is clear of 20 right at Foxtrot.
7 Zulu Delta, roger, Bravo to the ramp, it's frequency to pass for the captain.
Bravo to the ramp, with you. Thanks a lot, 7 Zulu Delta.
Not loving this, but power's out.
Sync
at
rate.
least.
Sync rate.
Sync rate. What are you talking about, ForeFlight? This is frickin' money. For a power off. We're float down. So that would have been money if we had an actual engine out and needed to get to the runway. Come on, Red Pack. Have some drag, dude.
Cessna 108 is clear of 27 at Charlie 4.
108, roger, taxi to the ramp, at Charlie, remain this frequency.
Taxi the ramp via Charlie and stay this frequency, Cessna 108.
108, roger, we'll call it a pass for the Cat 11, just like I mentioned there. Obviously, I just asking for the Bravo clearances is the obvious thing until you actually look at it and see that there's actually shells there that you can fly under in between all the way down, but other than that, it's fine.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I need to spend some more time studying those sectionals. Appreciate it, though. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
Just give them that clearance, Goldie. No break. San Diego usually is pretty good about getting Bravo clearance.
UPS 59 Heavy, left at the end, you can take Sierra Whiskey all the way to the ramp, monitor ground point, enter.
Alright, left Sierra and Sierra Whiskey all the way to the ramp. Ground point 9, thanks. UPS 59 Heavy.
John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 53176, downwind 20 left.
176 for 20 left, cleared for the option.
Third option 20 left, 176.
That was beautiful. Nice radio call, Bill.
Thanks, Brad. Just like that, it's just me. Seriously? Oh, beautiful. Just like the old days, Goldsy. Just me, Goldsy, PilotEdge, and John Wayne. What could possibly go wrong? you know, every evening there is a flock of birds that cross over the runway. Let's see if this one could be a butter. I don't think we have enough energy to butter it. Nah, almost. Many things went wrong with my plane. Engine separation, tail section separation, landing gear, doors, oxygen, throttle, propeller. The propeller one was pretty funny. Pretty sure you still hold the world record for bird strikes. Geez, I would hope so. I would hate to see, I would hate someone to have more bird strikes than I got. That was hilarious. Now, is that still frowned upon? To do? That was pretty funny. That poor Piper, that Just Flight Piper, was pretty funny. Not only frowned upon, they completely took the power away from us. Son of a! That sucks, dude. Alright, I'll stop not subtly asking for you to do it. Johnny Tower Skyhawk 53176, midfield left downwind 20 left.
53176, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Cleared option 20 left, 176.
Birds.
Those were the good old days. Goldsy, I learned so much about flying at this little airport from just doing this with you for hours. I would really love to see a breakdown of those hours. I know Keith told me at one point like how many hours I had in PilotEdge. I don't know if that's something that that I can look at, or if that's only something that you guys have access to, but it was a while. I mean, it was probably a year ago or more than a year ago when you told me what the number was. Of course I want to see your new puppy. Are you kidding me? The night in the pattern where you threw so much at yeah, that was pretty funny. Holy crap, are you kidding me, Goldsy? Oh my god, I'm gonna crash this plane. Dude, Goldsy, can you text those? Can you text that to me? I'm gonna show that to Julia, and she's gonna be on the first flight to frickin' Nova Scotia. Oh my god.
Somebody thought it was a good idea to let me fly this thing.
I'm not even looking. I am not even looking at where I'm going. That is insane, dude. That is freaking insane and totally made my head. Oh my god. Wow. Alright. That's amazing. One of our best friends had a husky that just passed away like a month or so ago, and we lived with that dog for like over 2 years and fell in love with that dog and huskies in general. That's crazy. Aspen, oh my god. Yeah, text me like every picture you have of that freaking thing. That's crazy, dude. Well, I think you found, you could not have found a cuter dog to add to the family. Charming Tower, Skyhawk 53176. We're going to be full stop. We're parked over at the west side ACI.
53176, Roger, runway 20, right, clear to land, 1803.
Alright, 20 right, clear to land, 53176. Well, I'm of course sorry to hear about that, and I remember that, Goldsy. We did talk about that when that happened. I didn't know that it was a husky. That's I mean, it doesn't make it any more or less sad what kind of dog it is, but yeah. And our friends that died, I think was maybe 6, if not a little bit younger than that. Horrified Pilot, thank you. That's Bobble Bill getting it done over there. Oop, I'm going to overshoot this one again. This one's going to be called the Overshoot. Night of the Overshoot. Yeah, he had like lymphoma or something like really bad, and yeah, no kidding. And like died super young. You know, like purebred dog. That happens, unfortunately. But yeah, he was super young too. I think he was 6 also, Goldsy. Yeah, we may have come close to 60 on that Horrified Pilot. That was horrifying. Okay. We at least ended on a butter one, so that's fine, but we're gonna keep it going down. Yeah, isn't that crazy, Ryan? Slow it down. All right, Goldsy. I had whoever was on before. It wasn't Brandon, but I think is the newer guy. I had the John Wayne ground conversation, and he was not having it. Toby before, yeah, I was like, yeah. He goes, ground west ground is 32.25 or whatever. I'm like, they don't ever use that ever. And he was a little reluctant. No, Mason, I am on a
176 Bravo to the ramp. Remain
Bravo to the ramp, staying with you. 53176. See ya.
Pull up. Pull up.
I'll be your drunk CFI that you didn't ask for. Horrified Pilot, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Officially towards the end, but thank you nonetheless. My actual CFI would probably refer to himself as that at some time. And we're back in. But yeah, so we had the conversation with, or about the ground frequency, and he made a good point, and it's the same point that I think we had talked about too, Goldsy, where if you look at the chart, the published stuff on John Wayne, it does say that the west side is one frequency, the east side is another frequency. It's never ever used. 32.25 is only used if someone has a stuck mic on 20.8. But if you pull up the chart, if you pull up the information, it shows the difference between the two. It's just not used ever. Horrified Pilot, I am at 0.7 PIC left before everything's ready to go. So I am just right at the end. I got so much of it knocked out in the last couple months, or not a couple months, less than that even. So I'm really close, man. It's freaking crazy. Yeah, it's very fun times. So that was a good flight. We did John Wayne to Brackett to Fullerton, did a little go around there, out to Flaybob, VFR, and then we picked up flight following after we left Flaybob. We went through the 91 corridor there, down to Dana Point, and then we did a low-level transition under the departure end of John Wayne, and a couple of nice little patterns at John Wayne. Super cool. Once you get that private, then the fun begins. Once you get to look up on your phone. I very much look forward to it, Horrified Pilot. And obviously, thank you very much, 405 Pilot, for following and for joining us. Obviously, you're into planes, which is awesome. And I just missed that last one. Cold and Fargo, thank you very much for the follow as well. You guys are awesome. So if you're into general aviation, Horrified Pilot, I am a real-world student pilot currently at John Wayne, so I do a lot of flying around SoCal and also do some real-world stuff and videos and debriefs and all that kind of stuff. So instruments will be coming up soon. Okay, and I am not good at airport identifiers that I'm not around. So you're in Michigan. Awesome. Sweet, dude. Well, welcome. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for me tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. This was local, very, very local. This is more local than I've done in a while, but I've got that last 0.7 of PIC time. So just trying out some different airports and some possible routes for that. Let's get everything shut off. Goldsy, I love you.
Good night, Phil.
Good night, Goldsy. And give Aspen the biggest hug ever for me.
Sure.
No more Goldsy. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, and that's all off. Blah, blah. Let's see if we have any maintenance stuff to do here. Coddled Alpha. Thank you very much. I'm on the phone, and it looks like
444 Foxtrot Golf. See ya later.
See ya later. The hard C is a pretty good one, and this is the real John Wayne tower controller. This is me in this plane exiting at John Wayne.
That's 176, turn right hotel, kind of ground. See ya.
Right at hotel, contact the ground. See ya.
So, okay, so that's good. That's good. Good. Okay. Tires are okay. Hey, we brought it back in good shape. Check that out. Cutie little plane. Back into the hangar at John Wayne. Freaking sweet. All right, guys. Thank you so much. That actually looks pretty cool. I like that right there. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for following, and everybody. Ryan, Captain Darkon, Eyes in the Sky, Cold and Fargo, thank you for joining us. Horrified Pilot, Kinney, just the best ever, Goldsy, I love you. Mason, thank you for joining us as well. Who else am I missing? Anybody that's been lurking in there, Verity, thank you as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I will see you shortly. I don't really have a... John, thank you very much as well. C. Carpenter, until next time, sir, thank you again. I don't have a schedule right now, but hopefully I'll be flying this weekend, and we'll have some debrief stuff for you guys on Monday. That'll probably be the next time. But yeah, so love you guys. See you in the Discord, and have a great rest of your Thursday and Friday. Peace out. Oh, Iowa. Well, Iowa, I had to scroll up, and you were dropped out of the chat, so I'm sorry I missed you. Iowa, thank you, as always, because you're a freaking badass, dude.
Und was der